my God! You won't believe the shocking drama I just uncovered about hip-hop's biggest mogul. Like, we're talking about a legal scandal so juicy it puts every courtroom drama to shame. Let me spill all the tea about this wild showdown between Jay-Z and this Texas attorney, Tony Busby. They've been going at it like cats and dogs in court and on social media after Busby dropped this bombshell lawsuit. He's accusing Jay-Z and Diddy of something absolutely horrific from back in 2000. I can barely even say it. Allegedly saying a 13-ear gal. Of course, they're both saying it never happened, but honey, this is just the tip of the iceberg. You should have seen how Jay-Z clapped back. He went straight to Roc Nation's social media and basically called Busby every name in the book. Deplorable human, no honor, ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. The shade of it all. But Busby wasn't about to take that lying down. He fired right back, saying Jay-Z was nothing but a bully trying to intimidate him and his client. But wait, it gets even juicier.
Every time I could have made a really big check, he's always stepped in and intentionally f***ed it up. Every time. Listen, don't ask me, ask the rest of the industry. Like, that's why I got the f*** away. I mean, one of the reasons. Like Jay, I like the way I would look at it, like if you could compare him to like a character now, I'd say he's like the Penguin. He's like ruthless like that with his friends or people that help him.
Let me tell you about Tony Busby, this larger-than-life Texas attorney who lives for the drama of taking down giants. When you mix his bold personality with all these shady allegations about Roc Nation, it's a recipe for the most scandalous legal battle we've seen in years. This whole mess has been simmering for months like a pot about to boil over. Busby, who never met a headline he didn't like, might have finally met his match in Jay-Z. He filed this absolutely scathing lawsuit accusing Jay-Z of all sorts of criminal activities. Of course, Jay-Z and Diddy were like, absolutely not, and called it all complete nonsense. But Jay-Z didn't stop there. Oh no. He went for the jugular on social media through Roc Nation.
A lot more to get to, including explosive allegations first reported by NBC News being made against rap icon Jay-Z. A new civil lawsuit accuses him of raping a 13-year-old girl with Sean Diddy Combs at a house party more than 2 decades ago. Claims both men deny. NBC's senior legal correspondent Laura Jarrett's here with more. Hey, Laura, good morning.
Hey, Hoda, good morning to you. Ever since Combs was indicted by federal prosecutors last fall, these parties he was known for hosting and what celebrities may have attended has been the subject of intense scrutiny. But the blast radius around the star had been relatively contained until now.
This morning, disturbing new claims against music icon Jay-Z. A civil lawsuit detailing sexual assault, originally brought against his longtime friend Sean Diddy Combs, now adding new allegations against the rapper whose real name is Sean Carter, claims both men deny. The anonymous woman, who was 13 at the time, described in the lawsuit as being drugged and raped at an MTV VMAs after party she says Combs hosted in 2000. According to the suit, she recalls accepting a drink from a waitress that made her feel woozy and lightheaded before she says she was raped by Jay-Z and then Combs in a bedroom as an unnamed female celebrity watched. Jay-Z swiftly issuing a statement Sunday calling the claims heinous and accusing the woman's attorney of trying to blackmail him, suggesting the attorney had tried to seek a settlement first, adding, quote, "I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. My heart and support goes out to the true victims in the world."
The rapper issued a blistering statement in response and directed his comments at attorney Tony Busby, who filed the suit, saying, quote, "You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. I look forward to showing you just how different I am."
But if Jay-Z thought he could silence Busby with a social media takedown, honey, he had another thing coming. Busby shot back with claims that Jay-Z was trying to intimidate him and his client. It turned into this whole public spectacle with both sides throwing shade like it was going out of style.
And then Tony Busby responded to Jay-Z's statement by writing this on X. "Since I sent the letter on her behalf," meaning the defendant, "Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff. We will let the filing speak for itself and will litigate the facts in court, not in the media.
This morning, Houston attorney Tony Busby is speaking out again about the claims made by rapper Jay-Z through his company Roc Nation on Sunday. Over the weekend, a lawsuit claiming that Sean Diddy Combs raped a 13-year-old back in 2000 was amended to also accuse Jay-Z. His statement on Sunday slammed Busby and claimed that the attorney tried to blackmail him into settling. Then, late last night, Busby posted on X saying in part that no one has made any threats and Jay-Z's comments are bogus and laughable. He also called the rapper's allegations a, quote, coordinated and desperate effort to focus the public's attention on me personally to avoid attention on the allegations being made by my clients. Jay-Z has denied all allegations.
Now, here's where things get really wild. In January, this man named Jose Maldonado comes out of nowhere with a lawsuit that'll make your jaw drop. He's saying Jay-Z's legal team is running this whole secret operation to destroy Busby. According to Maldonado, Roc Nation and Jay-Z's fancy lawyers, including this Marcy Croft from Quinn Emanuel, were trying to bribe Busby's former clients to turn against him. Let me tell you about this lawsuit. It's targeting everyone except Jay-Z himself. We're talking Marcy Croft, MJ Legal, Roc Nation, and that big shot law firm Quinn Emanuel. The accusations? They supposedly orchestrated this whole conspiracy to get over 12 of Busby's clients to turn against him. But hold on to your seats because this next part is absolutely wild. These people allegedly went around pretending to be federal agents, complete with fake badges. They were going door to door like they were selling drama instead of cookies. Maldonado claims they tried to bribe him with $10,000 to file a lawsuit against Busby. But our boy Maldonado wasn't born yesterday. Something felt off about the whole thing, so he went straight to Busby. The lawsuit claims Roc Nation is bankrolling this whole operation while Marcy Croft and Quinn Emanuel are pulling the strings behind the scenes. And get this, these so-called agents were flashing badges around like they were extras in a crime show. The lawsuit says it wasn't just dumb, it was straight up illegal. But wait, it gets even better. Maldonado says he has recordings. Yes, honey, actual recordings of these operatives spilling all the tea about their little bribery scheme. If these tapes are real, Roc Nation is in serious trouble. Busby's team is saying these recordings are the smoking gun they needed. According to the lawsuit, they caught attorney Marcy Croft, who's working with Team Roc, orchestrating this whole mess on tape. And there's more. These agents were apparently caught bragging about how the lawsuits would make headlines and how some people had already taken the money. Can you believe the nerve? Now, even though Jay-Z isn't technically named in the lawsuit, let's be real, Roc Nation is Jay-Z. He's the founder and chairman, so you do the math. While all this drama was unfolding in court, Jay-Z's attorneys were denying everything. The fake badges, the secret operations, all of it. But here's the thing. If these recordings are legit, we're not just talking about damaged reputations anymore. This could mean criminal charges. If the feds decide to stick their noses in this mess, Roc Nation and their lawyers might have bigger problems than just this lawsuit. Let me tell you what happened with Maldonado. It's absolutely mind-blowing. These people allegedly kept trying to contact him and then, get this, they actually went to his father's house by mistake. They had the nerve to pretend they were federal officers even then. But did they stop? Oh no, honey. They kept pursuing Maldonado like they were on a mission. When they finally got hold of him, they claimed they were with the state and working on behalf of Marcy Croft and her company. Maldonado says they promised him serious money, but instead of taking the bait, he went straight to Busby's firm. And now, they're suing for solicitation and civil conspiracy. Now, let's be crystal clear about something. Jay-Z himself isn't named in this particular lawsuit, but honey, let's not kid ourselves. This isn't about some random employee going rogue. We're talking about a sophisticated, well-funded operation to bring Busby down. Listen to what Busby told the Houston Chronicle. And trust me, he did not hold back. He said, "The conduct alleged by Mr. Maldonado is illegal and unethical. We know investigators have gone all over the United States illegally contacting our former clients to try to entice them with money to sue our firm. According to Mr. Maldonado, we now know who is behind this effort. We won't be intimidated nor deterred in our important work. I expect more lawsuits will follow as we continue to hear former clients report this egregious conduct. But oh my goodness, you should hear what Marcy Croft had to say about all this. She is not having it. She basically called the whole lawsuit desperate and told the Houston Chronicle, and I quote, "For over 25 years, I've dedicated my career to exposing and dismantling networks of fraud and manipulation. I didn't ask to be a part of this fight, but now that he's dragged me into it, he should know that I'm not someone who backs down. Mr. Busby should be worried. Truth and justice are on my side, and I have every intention of holding him accountable." Meanwhile, Busby is loving every minute of this David versus Goliath moment. He's hinting that this is just the beginning. Can you believe it? He's suggesting there's even more evidence and lawsuits coming. The tea is about to get even hotter.
Could surface in the coming weeks.
Between Tony Busby and Jay-Z and his attorneys are slowing down anytime soon. So let's bring on attorney and litigator Rich Schoenstein to get his take on this. Rich, always great to see you. What's your reaction to this lawsuit, especially since Tony Busby has made these allegations before?
Yeah, well, you know, there's this whole sideshow now between Tony Busby and the lawyers who are purportedly representing Jay-Z, especially Quinn Emanuel. There's been some litigation already, and now this is a new suit down in Texas that to some extent is kind of a sideshow, right? The main question are still these really salacious claims against Sean Combs and against Jay-Z and potentially against other people about what happened. And now there's all this stuff between the attorneys that is very interesting for a guy like me, but maybe a little less interesting to others. I don't know.
And a federal judge has ruled the woman alleging she was raped by Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs can remain anonymous. The woman says both men raped her at a party when she was 13 years old. Jay-Z's legal team had fought to get the case dismissed, arguing his accuser should have to reveal her name. But the judge disagreed. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the latest.
A legal victory for the woman who is suing Jay-Z for allegedly raping her when she was 13. A federal judge ruling the woman can proceed with the case while remaining anonymous, at least for now. But the judge also chastising the lawyers representing Jay-Z, accusing them of trying to fast-track the judicial process by repeatedly filing motions to reveal the identity of the Jane Doe to have the case dismissed. The judge writing in a 5-page brief that the Carter's lawyers' relentless filing of combative motions containing inflammatory language and ad hominem attacks is inappropriate, a waste of judicial resources, and a tactic unlikely to benefit his client. The court will not fast-track the judicial process merely because the counsel demands it. This latest legal twist coming after the recently filed civil lawsuit by Jane Doe, claiming that Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, and P. Diddy, drugged and raped a 13-year-old girl at an after-party after the MTV Music Awards in 2000, while an unnamed celebrity watched. Jay-Z has vehemently denied all the allegations, putting out this statement 2 weeks ago, writing in part, "This is a blackmail attempt." The multi-platinum artist, who was 30 at the time, now a business mogul with decades of hits to his name, with songs like Run This Town.
We are, yeah, I said it, we are. This is Rock Nation, pledge your allegiance.
His attorneys have denied everything about Jane Doe's account and pointed to some alleged inconsistencies in her story.
It's not just that this story is a lie and that it's not true. It's provably, demonstrably false. This never happened.
The judge writing that while Jane Doe can remain anonymous for now, she may be required to reveal her identity at a later date to allow Jay-Z's lawyers to collect facts necessary to prepare for trial.
Oftentimes, when someone is accused of a crime like this, the accuser doesn't want to be named, and if they are forced to be named, we have seen certain people decide to drop the lawsuit altogether.
Morgan Norwood, thank you. And Tony Busby, the lawyer representing Jay-Z and Diddy's accuser, says in a statement to ABC News, quote, "I will say that the coordinated and desperate efforts to attack me as counsel for alleged victims are falling flat. We won't be bullied or intimidated." And we did reach out to Jay-Z and his team, but did not get a response.
So what do you think about all this drama? Is Busby just a power-hungry attorney trying to take down one of hip-hop's biggest names? Or is there something darker happening behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell because trust me, we're going to have so much more to dish about this scandal. Stay tuned because this tea is still piping hot. Woo! Can you believe all this drama? I literally can't wait to see what happens next. Make sure you're following along because this story is far from over.